Hello, this is Scholar Shy doing math. Today we're going to look at scientific notation. Um, Scientific notation, well, let's do an example of what it looks like. So how it works is, first thing we want to do is move the decimal. So that there's only one digit in front of it. Okay, so the decimal point's right here, and we're gonna move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we moved it 6 spaces to get it there. And so we moved the decimal place, and since we moved it 6 times, we multiply it by 10 to the 6. So scientific notation is a product of something with the power of 10. So all you have to do is move the decimal place. So we're going to move it 1, 2, 3 to the right. So that's 4.01, and we're going to times it by 10 to the... So because we're moving it right, we make our exponent negative. So we move it 1, 2, 3. So 10 to the negative 3. So this is the same as our original. Same thing with here. Part A, 7.82 times 10 to the 6 is 7,820,000. They use scientific notation because it's a lot easier to put in a calculator and it's a lot easier to work with. So write numbers in standard form. So after we manipulate it in scientific form, we want to put it back in standard form so we can talk to people like normal about these numbers. Okay, so 3.89 times 10 to the 9th. We're going to move the decimal place. So here's 3.89, and let's just tack on zeros, because this is going to go to the right 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm just going to erase the last 0. So this is 3, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 zeros. So this number is 3,890,000,000,000. Wait. This is hundreds, thousands, 1, 2, 3. No, okay, 3,089,000,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all you have to do. This is standard form. Because if we wanted to put that in calculator, it's a lot more zeros than just putting 3.89 times 10 to the 9th. So yeah, if we have a positive exponent and we're going to standard form, then we move to the right. If we have negative exponent, we go left. Okay, so I have 9.097, and we're going to move it 5 spaces. So this is 0.00009097. Multiplying by 10 to the negative exponent makes the number smaller. Multiplying with a positive exponent makes it bigger. Okay, checkpoint 1. Write the number 0.0899 in scientific notation. Okay, so 0.0899 in scientific notation. So we're just going to move it so that there's only one digit in front, a non-zero digit. So this is 8.99 times 10 to the, how many times did we move it? 1, 2. And then we want to change 6.0001 times 10 to the 7th. So we're going to move the decimal place over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 0, 0, 0. So this is 60 million, 1,000. Okay, order these numbers from least to greatest. So we have 3.2 times 10 to the negative 4th, 0.004, 04, and 2.8 times 10 to the negative 5th. So we need to make sure. So 3.2 times 10 to the negative 4th, what does that look like? That's equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0.0000032. Okay, and then we have the number 0.0004. And then we have 2.8 times 10 to the negative 5th. Let's give myself more space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 0.000028. So from least to greatest, so the smallest number is 2.8 times 10 to the negative 5th. And the next one is going to be 3.2 times 10 to the negative 4th. Because 0.0003 is smaller than 0.0004. And then we have 0.0004. So 0.0004 is the largest out of these three. Alright, let's do another one. So 1.75 times 10 to the 5th. Okay. Is 1, 2, oh. 1.75, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 175,000. Okay. So least to greatest, so 1.75 times 10 to the 5th is the smallest one. And then we have 225,000. And then we have 1.74 million. 740. Yeah. 1,740,000. Okay. So evaluate the expression, write your answer in scientific notation. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch the middle numbers around. So we're going to switch the middle so that the tens are together. Like 10 to the negative 4th and 10 to the negative 5th. Okay, so 5.6 times 1.4. And then 10 to the negative 4 times 10 to the negative 5. Okay, so we just multiply these two numbers, 5.6 and 1.4. That'll give us 7.84. And then we multiply 10 to the negative 4 times 10 to the negative 9, or negative 5. So this is times 10 to the negative 9. Because 10 to the negative 4th times 10 to the negative 5, when we're multiplying of the same base, we add the exponents. So negative 4 plus negative 5 is 10 to the negative 9. Now I also want you to notice that we use, so when we write in scientific notation, we use the old multiplication symbol. But when we start using variables, go back to using the dot, so we don't confuse our x with multiplication. But with scientific notation, we do use the standard multiplication symbol. Part B, 3.2 times 10 to the second to the third. So remember, we can distribute the power because these two numbers are being multiplied. So this is 3.2 to the third times 10 to the second times 3. So this is going to be 32,700, or sorry, 32.768 times 10 to the 6. But this is not in scientific notation. So we need to change it in a scientific notation. Okay. And all I have to do is move the decimal place 1 to the left because we only want one digit. So my answer is 3.2768 times 10 to the, so since I only moved it once, I'm just going to add 1, so to the 7th. All right. So same thing here, we're just going to, like from the last section, we're just going to divide the numbers here. And then we're multiplying 10 to the negative 3rd divided by 10 to the negative 5th. So we split them up. 3.5 divided by 1.75 is 2. And 10 to the negative 3 times 10 to the negative 5, or divided by 10 to the negative 5, is 10 to the negative 3 minus negative 5. So when we divide exponents, we subtract. So this is 2 times 10 to the squared. 10 to the negative 3 minus 5 is negative 3 plus 5. So this is 2 times 10 to the 2. Alright, let's do some more. So squared, we're going to distribute. So 2.01 squared is 4.0401. So that's in scientific notation, so we don't need to add or subtract to this, but this is 10 to the negative 7 squared is 10 to the negative 14th. 4.8 divided by 6, and then 10 to the negative 4 divided by 10 to the negative 4. So 4.8 divided by 6 is 0.8. And then 10 to the negative 4 divided by 10 to the negative 4 is 1. So 0.8 times 1 is 0.8, but this is not in scientific notation. Oh, actually, it only tells us to simplify the expression, so we would be done. But if it says write in scientific notation, we would have to move the decimal place 1 unit to the right, which means this is 8 times 10 to the negative first. Okay, so the big thing is when you're trying to write in scientific notation, you just want one digit, a non-zero digit number. So if I had 765, I would move the decimal place over so it's in front of the 7. And then we're going to multiply that by a power of 10. If we move to the left to create our scientific notation, then it's positive. If we have to move it to the right, then we make the exponent negative. Hopefully this helped you out. Have a good day.